Today we're going to grab a handful of the most basic ingredients that most people can easily find anywhere in the world and create an extraordinary Spanish recipe. We're talking Pisto Andaluz con Alubias. This dish is basically vegetables that you slow cook in extra virgin olive oil, and then you finish them off with some white beans for an extra kick of protein and flavors. You can serve these vegetables as a side dish like they do in Spain, or even as a main course, as it's certainly packed with nutrition and gonna fill your body with so much goodness. Either way, this recipe is very easy to make, and it's all done in a little over 30 minutes. Alright, let's begin by heating a stock pot with a low-medium heat, and adding in a quarter cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 60 milliliters. Important to use a lower heat to make this recipe. We don't want to fry the vegetables, you want to slowly cook them as it gives them a beautiful texture and a bigger depth of flavors. In the meantime, I'm going to roughly chop 2 medium-sized onions. I'm using brown onions here, but you can use whatever onions you like. And we'll thinly slice 6 cloves of garlic. Then we'll add in the chopped onion and garlic into the stock pot. And for this recipe, since we're cutting the vegetables into larger chunks, you don't have to mix them around continuously with the olive oil, but do get into every 1 to 2 minutes, that way everything evenly cooks. While the onion and garlic are cooking, let's get the rest of our ingredients ready. I'm going to roughly chop 2 red bell peppers, roughly chop 2 green bell peppers, and cut 1 medium-sized zucchini into half-moon slices that are 1/4 inch thick, which is a little over 1/2 centimeter. And for the final ingredient, we'll drain a can of white beans into a fine sieve and rinse them under some cold running water. The size of the can is 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams. Alright, let's move back to the stock pot. Once the onions are nice and translucent, they've been cooking for about 6 minutes, we'll add in the chopped bell peppers. And once again, you don't have to mix this continuously, but get in there every 1 to 2 minutes, that way all the vegetables evenly cook. After 5 to 6 minutes, and the bell peppers are nice and tender, we'll add in the sliced zucchini. And we're going to continue to cook the vegetables for another 5 to 6 minutes, or until the slices of zucchini are slightly translucent. After 5 to 6 minutes, I'm going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 1.25 grams. This is going to add a beautiful smoky flavor to this dish, but without being overpowering. And we'll give it a quick mix, that way the paprika is evenly coating all the vegetables. Then we'll add in 2 14.5 ounce cans of diced tomatoes, each one being 410 grams. The drained white beans, and we'll season generously with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. If you see that your tomatoes are a bit acidic, you just add in a little white sugar in there, some baking soda, or even, as one of my subscribers suggested, a little pinch of ground cinnamon. And we'll give it one final mix, that way all the ingredients are well mixed together, and then simmer it between 10 to 15 minutes, that way all the flavors can develop. After simmering the vegetables and beans for about 15 minutes, and all the flavors have developed, this dish is ready to go. I'm going to remove the stock pot from the heat, transfer some of the mixture into a serving dish, and we'll garnish with some fresh parsley. Check it out, Pisto Andaluz con Alubias blancas, a beautiful Spanish ratatouille with white beans. Super easy to make, the most basic ingredients, and the kind of food that's gonna fill your body with so much goodness. Let's give it a try and see how it turned out. Once again, folks, Pisto Andaluz con Alubias, a classic Spanish recipe, and this one I cannot wait to try. I'm gonna have a little bit of everything here. Nice big chunk of garlic. Here we go. Wow. Hard to believe with such basic ingredients, we got so much flavor in there. It instantly fills your body with so much goodness. But the beauty here is the technique on how we cook the vegetables, slow cooking them, such a great texture and flavor to them, and those beans that added protein. Once again, folks, very easy to make, the most basic ingredients, and done in a little under 40 minutes. Give it a try at home as a side dish or as a main course. I promise with that first bite, you're gonna absolutely love it because it's so good. Truly one of the best dishes we've done here on the show. Real quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Adalai, Stephen Riggs, John Kochanowski, and John Dayan. Again, guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.